So breaking news just came in. Tesla is now enabling 2FA.
Or multi-factor authentication.
There you go. Two-factor authentication for your cars so that you can make sure you keep them locked down at all times.
So for years, most popular websites and banking websites have offered something called two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication. And people have been tweeting Elon and wondering, when is Tesla going to offer this functionality?
Yeah, considering these cars are very expensive and very technology apt, and you want to make sure your Tesla is secured.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can control your car and access your car and totally drive the car just by using the app on your cell phone.
Yeah.
And if someone were to find your cell phone and you didn't have it locked down, they would then have total control of your car and your Tesla account.
Or if you had a very easy password, which you shouldn't, and somebody was able to guess your password, boom, they're in on their device.
So people tweeted Elon about this, and he said it was coming.
I think that was like, what, almost a year ago?
It's been more than a year ago, but then more recently he said that, yeah, they're sorry, it's been taking way too long, but it's finally coming out. And so it just rolled out today.
So what we're going to do is we're going to actually set this up on our account and show you guys how to do it for yourselves to make sure your Tesla's locked down. There are going to be some things that have to be blurred out. It's the way it goes. Let's just jump right to it. I have my laptop here. And you're also going to need a phone or whatever you're using for your device.
Some sort of mobile device.
So first thing first, we are going to log into my Tesla account here.
And by default, we've just been using like email address and password. There's no additional authentication required. So once you log in, go to the account option, then go to login credentials, and you'll see there's a new option under account email and password, which is multi-factor authentication. Go ahead and select that and choose manage. And there's just a brief explanation of how it works and how to get it set up.
And also at the bottom, it does say visit the support page to help with this setup. And here it will go over everything in a lot more detail. So definitely read through that if you have any other questions.
So the way that multi-factor authentication will work is that you'll go ahead and enter your username and password, and then once that is validated, it will prompt you to enter a passcode. And the passcode can be generated either from an authentication device, such as Google Authenticator, or there's all kinds of different authentication apps you can use.
I actually use Google Authenticator, and mine is quite full.
Go ahead and click Next. And then it's going to prompt you to log in again just because it wants to make sure that you are still in your account and this is you who's logging in. Then it's going to show you a multi-factor authentication QR code. And you can use your mobile device to scan in that QR code and register that device.
So we're going to do that just now with my phone. It actually prompts you to scan a QR code. We have scanned it and it actually comes up with Tesla. Now we're going to try doing 2 devices with this one QR code, because unfortunately Tesla will only allow you to do 2 devices for your authenticator. So we're actually going to try to do 2 at once. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it.
This is how I've done it on other devices for email. Okay, so do we have the same code? Yeah, so we have the same code.
Same code, perfect. So hopefully that works.
So if you do have more than 2 devices, you can go ahead and register those devices at the same time.
With that same QR code.
And then that way you can get past that 2 device limit.
Yep. So now that we did that, we're going to go ahead and hit next. And then we are going to enter in this passcode, which is timed, by the way. So you have to be careful. If it takes too long to enter it, you could potentially lose it. Now it's going to prompt you with backup passcodes. Make sure you save a copy of these somewhere. I would not take a picture of them and let it upload to your cloud, because if someone gets into your cloud, boom, they get your passcodes. My advice, write this down and keep it somewhere safe, such as a safe. Something like that, so you always have access to these.
Yeah, there's one thing that confused me about this step, though, is that you can go ahead and copy those, and if you read the instructions, it says save a copy of your single-use backup passcodes. You will not be able to view these codes again, okay? But if you click done, then there's an option to say manage backup passcodes, and you can see them, and they're the exact same passcodes, and again, and again, and again. They don't change.
So keep that in mind, too.
I don't understand why they give you a warning saying you won't be able to see them again if they then give you a manage page, which lets you view them all again.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and copy these real quick, though.
Yeah, so conveniently, they do have a copy link, so you can just tap on that, copy passcodes.
Yep, and maybe paste that into a secure folder online, or some place where if you ever need it, you have it. And then we can go ahead and just click done. And now, basically, we're good. Registered devices, you can add, rename, or remove devices. So we'll go ahead and look at that. So we have it just device number 1. We're gonna go ahead and edit that though. So for this one, we're just gonna label it Eric and David phones so that we know what it is in case we ever need to remove it. Now, keep this in mind. If you are going to do, and apparently you can't do special characters. If you are going to do this, if he loses his phone, I'm going to have to remove my phone as well.
That is
because they are tied together.
That is one negative about having multiple devices using that same passcode.
Keep that in mind. We can do it, but you just need to be careful about it. So here you can set up device, you can add another one. Now if we go back, it says backup passcodes, use these codes for signing in without your device. You hit manage, and just like David said, you see them again. So I don't understand why it says you will not be able to see these codes again. I use 2-factor on like all my game stuff because that's been hacked before, and I have lost passcodes before, and when I switched phones, I didn't switch it over, and I had to go through hell and back to get my account back because I didn't have these backup codes and I couldn't access them again. So this doesn't make sense to me.
Not yet.
This needs to be fixed.
Especially when they keep showing you a warning of you will not be able to see these codes again, and I can go back and forth all day and they'll keep showing me the codes.
Now the one thing some of my other accounts have, you can generate new passcodes.
Yeah, exactly.
But these are the exact same ones.
Doesn't make sense.
So I don't understand this. I think that part might be a little broken. I don't know. If you're from Tesla, hit me up. Tell me if I'm wrong. But anyway, we'll just leave it at that. But you can go ahead and click done. So we have logged out, and now we're going to go ahead and try logging back in and see if it prompts us for that. We have our email address and password in, so we'll hit sign in.
Same as always.
And now it says enter the passcode generated by your Authenticator app.
One thing I noticed when you start typing, though, is it shows you previous values, so it's like the autocomplete hasn't been disabled on that field yet.
Yeah, something that I would say should be disabled because it should never be the same.
The cool thing is it says verification was successful, and then it confirmed your passcode, and you'll let you right back in.
Okay, so for the app, we went ahead and logged out. We're going to go ahead and log back in. Here. And then it should prompt us for that one-time passcode, which we are going to go ahead and grab real quick from our Authenticator app. And now we are in.
So the backup passcodes are a little different. When I first saw that, I thought it was like what I've seen on other apps, such as like Robinhood, where it gives you a code, and that's something to prove who you are. So if you do forget your password and your Authenticator is uninstalled, you can use that to get back into it. These look to be like one-time
use.
Like bank passwords I've seen, especially in like European banks, where they would send you a little card in the mail and you could scratch one off like on a lottery ticket or something like that, and then you can use that code one time. So that's what those codes are. It's not like an SMS code or something like that.
Yeah, there's no like OTP that you can get via SMS should you get locked out or something. So maybe that's something we can get in the future, but again, that can be a break in the security chain.
Yeah, and also it's just like you don't know if you're gonna have service or stuff like that. This way it allows you to use it offline. You don't even have to have a device. Yeah. So you could keep one of those codes, like Eric said, hide it in your wallet or something if you still carry a wallet, and that way you could still always get to it. If you lose your phone or something, you'd still be able to access your account. Okay, so we showed you how you can register multiple devices at once and to get around that 2-device limit. Another way, maybe a better way to do that, is instead of registering multiple devices to that same QR code, is to just share your car out, where this is a feature Tesla added several months back, where it allows you to, if you have some other person that you want to share your car with, but not your entire Tesla account, you can have them register for their own account, and then you can go into your account and you can choose to share that car with another account. Select which car you want to share, click on car access, and then choose add driver, and you can choose up to 5 users that you can share that car with.
Yeah, so that is another option for those of you trying to get around that limit.
One thing, this lets everybody see, they can log into the app, they can then see the car, they can drive the car, they can start the car, they can view where the car is located. Yeah. It is missing a couple functions. For some reason they can't schedule a service call, and for some reason they don't have the link for like roadside assistance. They can still call the phone number if necessary, but there's just a few things missing that way. But that's one way you could have multiple people have access and still have secure accounts, because those people can all sign up for multi-factor authentication on their Tesla accounts as well.
So that's basically it for this one. Definitely let us know down below what your thoughts are on 2-factor authentication, and is it something that you are going to be setting up on your account? our recommendation would be do it. Just one added level of security to make sure your account stays with you and you don't have to worry about anything going missing, such as your brand new car. As always though, huge thanks to our channel sponsor, Abstract Ocean. If you are looking to accessorize your Model S, X3, or Y, much like this one, definitely check them out. All linked down below. And using code Tesla Inventory will get you 15% off of your first purchase. And if you have used the code in the past, Abstract Ocean has recently redone their website and you can actually use it again now. So feel free, stock up on all your favorite accessories. Our two must-haves are definitely going to be a center console wrap or even the carbon fiber effect shell. Really helps protect that piano gloss black material that Tesla uses, as well as a matte screen protector. Really cuts down on any fingerprints, and since it does have an oleophobic surface, it really makes cleaning it a lot easier. As always though, thumbs up if you enjoyed that video. Go and click here to subscribe here for some more ones, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.